What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Atelier Ryza 3. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the second most broken accessory in the game. Now, I showed you how to create the most powerful one previously, the 4-Spirit Amulet. Now we are going to make the second accessory for characters to equip. So let's jump into it, shall we? First of all, you are going to want to have the Grand Organ unlocked, along with a few key items, but we'll touch upon them as we go. We are going to be making the Harnal Ring. Now, why are we making this? Well, firstly, amount of CC gained and damage inflicted by items will increase. This is going to give us a really nice damage boost with Ryza or anybody else throwing out items. The next one is Extreme Concentration, which increases item critical rate and increases damage dealt by critical hits. Now, this one is really important, okay? We are not using critical traits on items in Ryza 3. Instead, we are combining a couple of small critical hit increases to give us that guaranteed critical effect. This is a big part of that, and also the extra damage on critical hits is also extraordinarily nice. Then we have Transcendance Spirit. This item reduces the wait time for using items, and of course, you deal more damage when you hit a weak point. The two strongest items in the game are dual elements, so you're pretty much always going to be hitting a weak point here, fully taking advantage of this effect. And then lastly, we have Core Overflow. Increases damage dealt with items and grants CC when an enemy is defeated. We don't care about that second one, we only care about the first one. So that is why we are going with the Harnal Ring. Now, unlike a lot of equipment in Atelier Ryza, we can actually start this on an earlier chain to build up more quantity as well. Unlike most armor and weapons, some of the accessories do allow us to do this. So we're going to start on the Grand Organ. This is the first item in the chain for this particular accessory. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop a Rainbow Gemstone and a Septrine right on in there. And then on the Elixir, we're going to use a Philosopher's Stone. This is just going to allow us to get all the way over to the Eternal Crystal slot for the Harnal Ring in one go. Now, I am using Eternal Crystals bought from Romy using the gold coins. However, you can get these from monster drops as well. So you might be able to get a 4-element one, saving you an extra quantity. But for me, you know, it's one quantity. It's not the end of the world. I am perfectly okay with just using 2 of them here. So now we are on the Harnal Ring and we have 13 quantity, one more than we actually should do. What we're going to do now is we are going to use a secret key. This one, we are going to use the Quantity Up Owl. This gives us extra quantity for us to dump more ingots in the item. Now, you can use keys to strictly increase the attack, the defense, the speed, or the HP if you want. However, I prefer using ingots as it's more all round and we get more stats overall. If you wanted to, you could get 100 HP from a key, 50 attack, 50 defense, or 50 speed from a key. However, like I said, I prefer just dumping Grand Organs in. Now, what we are going to do, this is going to cost us some stats. However, I'm going to throw in 2 Philosopher's Stones right there. The main reason for that, actually, we might be able to get away with just using a Great Philosopher's Stone. I don't know if I duped any, though. No, it seems like I didn't dupe any. Well, it's a shame, but it is what he says. Realistically, I should have used that. So we're just going to have to dump 2 normal Philosopher's Stones in. This way, we are going to fully master the entire bottom section, okay? The reason we have to do that is because if we just dump all ingots into this, because the ring is level 50, we will not have enough levels to fully rebuild it and get all of the effects. So that is why we are going to do that right now. Also, right now, we are going to add in the super trait, okay? Yes, we are going to lose some stats, but we are going to need this basically now so we can rebuild later. For this, we are going to use Healing Waltz, okay? In the previous accessory, we used the Reincarnation super trait. This time we are using Healing Waltz because this increases the entire team's HP by 20%. And it stacks, so increasing this on everybody gives you a massive massive boost to your health, making it arguably one of the best super traits possible. Now that we've got that, we only have to dump in grand organs. These are perfect grand organs for stats. So we're going to dump all of them in right now. And then for the traits, we are going to be using stat charge ++, attack and speed charge ++, and attack and speed charge +. Unfortunately, when it comes to traits for accessories, we really don't have many good options, so we're just going to go along the stat route. And then we're going to select that. For the super trait, we are of course going to be using Healing Waltz, so we're going to select that as well. And then we're going to synthesize it. Now, with that synthesized, what we're going to do is we are going to rebuild it, okay? Now it's going to be a case of getting all of the remaining effects, which we are going to do with Philosopher's Stones. As you can see, we've now basically just mastered pretty much everything bar the last slot there. So we're just going to dump in a couple of grand organs. And there we go. Now, as you can see, I do have a couple of levels left over. Realistically, I could have just done the super trace after, and I could have got an extra grand organ in there for a little bit of extra stats. But, you know, it's fine. It's only like 10 attack and a few other stats. Not that important when the most important aspect is the enhance items aspect. So what we're going to do now is we are going to complete the rebuild process. We're going to select our traits once again and our super traits, and we are going to complete the rebuild. So now we have our perfect Harnal Ring. So we're going to lock that, and then we're going to go to item duplication. And now we're just going to simply duplicate this for everybody. Now, there are better accessories for the more melee-oriented characters, such as Lent and Tau. However, you know, we're going to make them later. For now, this is just going to be good enough anyway. So let's go ahead and throw this on Ryza. And there we go, guys. This is the best accessory for Ryza in conjunction with the Four Spirits Amulet. And of course, it's going to give her a massive HP boost as well. Still though, everybody, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I really hope it has helped. If it has, then please be sure to smash that like button, and of course, drop a comment down below. Let me know the first thing you are going to murder with this build. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content. And of course, when it comes to reinforcing, unfortunately we can't add any more effects, so just add stats. This is one where you just add stats to whatever you want. Personally, I prefer adding a whole bunch of speed, but that is entirely up to you. As always though, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.